G'day, Peter here. In February 2020, I was diagnosed with motor neurone disease. I came to the realisation pretty quickly that I had two decisions to make. One was to say, MND, and the second was to make a choice between being happy and not. I chose happiness, and this is how I did it. I hope you enjoy. I think the importance of having a legacy and creating a legacy and something that's going to help me with my journey. In my case, it was very early on. What was critical to me was to create a vision, I suppose, around my family and firstly and foremost my boys. I mean, they haven't all had the life experience that my wife and I have had, and so I couldn't have lived with the concept of them looking at me in any other way other than respect and bravery and all those things, which I can demonstrate to them now. I can, I've got two options here. I can fight this thing and work hard in beating it, or prolonging a really positive lifestyle for me for as long as I possibly can, or I can roll up in a corner and let it defeat me, and it's never going to be the latter. So the legacy for me was, as always, I just wanted not only my family but also the broader community that I can get in touch with to look at it and say, well, this bloke's going through some adversity. He's got a disease that's pretty bloody horrible, and it's going to catch up with him over time. But that's the way that you want to challenge a disease and combat a disease and take it on head on with positivity, with honesty. I think that's a really important part of it, that I'm completely honest about everything that's happening to me and what's affecting me. I think that's a really important one as well, to understand what your legacy is, understand how the community is going to see you in an adverse situation, and sort of create, not necessarily create goals around that, but just understand that you can influence people and you can change the way people view certain situations. And I know it's only small things, but I'm getting just wonderful support and wonderful feedback from my situation. And it's important to me, it keeps me going, it drives me. It works around some of my behaviours and creates some of my behaviours, because I'm liking being an influencer in that regard of positivity to a lot of people. So that's probably a pretty good summary of how I feel about the opportunity to meet these things head on and to challenge what can be a very challenging situation for individuals. So that's my 2 bobs worth, and cheers.